European football. Another player people recognise, Ali Al-Hamadi, the Ipswich Town player. Likewise, he was on loan in Luton Town last season, scoring 4 goals for them. And now he's been recalled back to Ipswich Town to play top flight football in England as well. There's plenty of players in Iraq who have born abroad or been brought up abroad and they've been used to play for their parent country, Iraq. Like Amir Al-Amari, who started in Sweden and now he plays as trade in Poland, and also Markastowski from the Czech Republic part of the world. He does play for Victoria Pilsen. The 26-year-old who scored a beautiful goal against Spain a couple of weeks ago. So we shall wait and see if he can repeat that story once more for his country. The referee for this afternoon's match is Pierre Gassain Achu from Gambia. The 33-year-old will be taking charge of this match. If you're wondering about the weather in Boston, it's about 24 degrees. Of course, he'll be having cooling break halfway through the matches as they happen. These teams have never met before, except for once, and that was back in 1989 in the under-20 level, and Iraq won that game by a goal to 0. Can they repeat that again? Of course, many people consider Norway to be the dark horses, but we shall wait and see, because the first hurdle is Iraq. Like we said earlier today in the same group, Group I, it's a big win for France over Senegal by 3 goals to 1. Of course, we'll be going through some of the historical side of things for both Iraq and Norway, particularly Iraq, which of course not a lot of people will probably know of some of the clubs and players of their history. They were in the finals about 40 years ago in 1986, and then they lost respectively to Belgium by 2 goals to 1, and also to Paraguay by a goal to 0, and finally losing to the host Mexico by a goal to 0 as well. Graham Arnold is the Iraqi manager, the former Australian manager, and of course he did lead Australia as well in a period of time, while Ståle Solbakken is the Norwegian who's taking in charge of Norway tonight. Just make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcast. You can follow the match on your local, regional, national TV broadcaster. Iraq gets off and underway. They're playing from right to left, and straight away they kick the ball out of play. It's going to be thrown for Norway on the left-hand side of their own penalty area. Iraq are playing in all white, and Norway playing all red. That's going to be throw in by Wolfer. Long throw forward. Picked up here by Sanderberg, but it's well intercepted now. Al-Amari, long ball forward, trying to find Ayman Hussein, but straight in the hand of the keeper, Nyland. Good start here for Iraq. We said as far as the game with Spain a few weeks ago, I'm sure they gave him quite a lot of encouragement. And now Norway from the back with Christopher Raya, the Brentford man. Starting from the back, there's plenty of Iraqi players inside the Norway half, and they nearly lost the ball and they gave the ball away. It's going to be a throw-in for Iraq. It was Hegem gave the ball away, and now Iraq with the throw-in straight back inside their own half, and that was Erlen Haaland chasing the goalkeeper Jalal Hassan. Managed to clear the ball just in time. Still inside the Iraqi half, the ball still up in the air. Eventually is being cleared away by Zaid Tahsin. Long ball forward, well picked up by Ayman Hussein, but in the end that was good defending by Hegem. Just inside his own half, cleared the ball away. Iraq once more clears the ball forward, but it's a bit too much here for Hussein. Straight in the hands of the keeper, Orion Nyland. Of course, he does play for Sevilla and Spain. He's playing his 55th match for his country. Also played for Aston Villa and Bournemouth previously. That's a long ball here from Nyland. Managed to find the right back Rice on the halfway line. It's good interception here by Iraq, but still in the possession of the captain of Norway, Martin Odegaard. So far we haven't seen any chance here on either side. Now it's about 4 or 5 players here for Iraq inside the Norwegian half, but they're being patient here, Norway. Long ball forward here by Nusa, and managed to find Erling just on the edge of the penalty area. It's a bit of a heavy touch. It was good defending as well by Akam Hashim. Ball goes straight in the hands of keeper Jalal Hassan, and now Merkaz Doski. Low ball forward from the left-hand side, deep inside the Norwegian half, and Narnham comes out way outside his own penalty area. Clear the ball away. It's going to be thrown for Iraq. Inside their own half, it's going to be by the left back Doski.
Watching you.
As mentioned, Doski, the Victoria Pilsen player in the Czech Republic, he's playing his 21st game for his country, and he's on the ball again here. Back to Hashim. All back to the keeper, the 35-year-old Jalal Hassan. He's playing his 88th match for his country. Not the long-serving player as far as Iraq is concerned. We get to that later on. And Akam Hashim, long ball forward. Well intercepted here by Orsnes. And now Odegaard deep inside the Iraqi half. Lovely play. Managed to find Solis on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Trying to go around Doski, and that was good defending here by Doski. Right in front of the Atletico Madrid player. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be goal kick here for Iraq. It's going to be Jalal Hassan, the captain. Long ball forward, deep inside the Norwegian half, headed away by Mola Wolfa. Free kick for Ayman Hussein. Challenge from behind by Hegem, so it's going to be free kick just inside the Norwegian half. But 1/3 inside, it'll be taken by Amir Al-Amari. There's plenty of players lining up just outside the penalty area. Amari, long ball inside the penalty area, and the header by Akam Hashim. It went side through, still hasn't been cleared, and the header in the end by Ayman Hussein from 8 yards goes over the bar. Good chance here for Iraq to take the lead. Very good cross here by Al-Amari. There's a bit of confusion by the defenders because one of the touches were by Frederick Orsnes, who headed the ball up in the air, and then Ayman Hussein just could not direct it towards goal, but it's still a chance. Now the ball picked up well, this time by Solis, just inside the Iraqi half. Going back to Odegaard. About 4 players from Iraq now applying the pressure. That seems Iraq here meaning business here at the moment. They're still in good shape at the moment, but you could never rule out Solis and Allen up front. And that's the ball forward, being chased by Solis in the edge of the penalty area. But Hashim came right in front of him. The referee has given a free kick for Iraq. It was a push by Solis on Akam Hashim. It's right in front of the linesman who flagged straight away. It's good interception initially by the 27-year-old defender. You see the frustration by Stala. So back in the bench. He's not happy with that. He's not happy at all. Same what you're saying, the one with the big chance so far, the 30-year-old scored 11 goals last season with the Iraqi club Al-Qamah, but he had played for numerous clubs, including the previous one, Al-Khor in Qatar. And now he's trying to get the ball out, but it's well defending here by Norway inside their own half. Ayman Hussein is playing his 83rd cap for Iraq. He's already got 33 goals for his country. Well experienced striker. And now Nyland, long ball forward, deep inside the Iraqi half, headed forward here brilliantly by Orsnes. It's picked up this time from the right side by Erling Haaland. Possible inside the 6-yard box, but straight in the hands of the keeper Hassan. Great play by Norway from the right, but the pass wasn't accurate. He was aiming for Solis. It came through down the middle. Now Iraq with the ball just inside the Norwegian half. Played 7 minutes already. Still 0-0, but nevertheless, we have seen good chance here by Iraq through Ayman Hussein. Norway as well has been 50-50 as far as the entertainment and the possession is concerned. Now Dosky, the left back. Lovely passes here by Iraq, and now Amira Amari trying to find Hussein again. But this time the ball's been cleared away by Christopher Raya. Ball goes out of play for throwing the halfway line. Played quickly here by Iraq inside their own half. Akam Hashim. Jose Tahsin. Plays for Bakatur FC in Uzbekistan. When he moved there last season, the former At-Talaba player in Iraq, of course, At-Talaba means the students club in his own country. One of the famous clubs in Iraq. Not the most famous club, but definitely one of them. Now it's going to be free kick here for Iraq. Just inside the Norwegian half. Degabal Amari, long ball inside the penalty area. And that was great defending by Christopher Raya. Headed away right in front of Ayman Hussein inside the penalty box. And picked up the throw in here, Iraq. Ali Jassim to Dosky across from the left-hand side. And it cleared by Ayer again. Good clearance here by the 28-year-old. It's going to be another throw in here by Iraq. Good pressure here by the Lions of Mesopotamia. Throw and play. Managed to find El Hamadi on the left-hand side of the boundary box. It's being harassed here by the defender. Now Ali Jassim trying to get the ball, but a bit of heavy touch. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Norway. Norway also is nicknamed the Lions. We shall wait and see which Lions are going to come up victorious come the end of the match. Lions of Scandinavia and the Lions of Mesopotamia. So far so good for Iraq. Norway probably think they should be better, doing better than this. And now Ayer with the ball. He's been harassed here by Hamadi. He's really forced him to get a throw in, but in the end, the referee is giving a free kick to Norway and Riley Cyrus. Pulling and shoving here by Hamadi. He'll be playing top-flight football in England with Ipswich Town, who got promoted last season. Now Norway with Hegem, 27-year-old, plays for Bologna in Italy, playing his 16th cap down the middle. Well picked up here. There's good passes here by Norway in the back. And now Christopher Raya once more. Julian Ryerson, and now it's plenty of players from Iraq are pushing the defenders. They're applying quite a lot of pressure, but in the end, Ola Wolfa cleared the ball away under pressure, and that's a throw in for Iraq. It seemed like Graham Arnold, who came in halfway through their qualification stage, and he definitely brought something to the Lions of Mesopotamia. That is Iraq, of course. It's definitely helped them to qualify. It's a big reason why they've qualified. And now the ball forward by Jalal Hassan is well picked up here by Sander Berg down the middle. Berg coming forward deep inside the Iraqi half to Odegaard, to Antonio Nusa, but trying to keep the ball here once more, Norway. And now the ball goes to the right hand side. It picked up by Ryerson, but that was good defending by Dosky. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be throw in to the right hand side of the Iraqi penalty area. It was good defending, but Ryerson did go down. It was a follow-on challenge by Merkaz Dosky. And again, so Bakken is not happy with that, but Ryerson seemed to be okay. Ryerson, the Borussia Dortmund player, has been there since 2023. Playing his 44th cap tonight. He gets the ball back here, Ryerson, to Martin Odegaard. Trying to go around side Ali Jassim. Odegaard from the right-hand side managed to get the cross inside the 6-yard box, and again, easy for the keeper Hassan. Played it quickly here for Tahsin. Long ball forward by the defender. Well picked up here by Hamadi. Hamadi coming forward down the middle. Managed to find Hussein. And now Marcus Dawson coming in support on the left-hand side. The ball goes down the middle by the bad pass by Hamadi. But Iraq get the ball back deep inside the Norwegian half to Bayish. To the right-hand side, this time by Ali. To Bayish once more. Bayish with a cross inside the penalty area. Is headed away by Christopher Ayer. Goes back to Iraq again. Good pressure here. Down the middle. And now Ali Al-Hamadi has a shot. Just goes over the bar. Great chance for Iraq. Lovely pass through down the middle. And they're picked up by Ali Al-Hamadi from 16 yards out. Managed to beat Hagen, but the shot goes about 3 or 4 yards over the crossbar. Warning signs for Norway, and now Ryerson coming forward here, coming through down the middle. Ryerson, possible, trying to find Haaland, but that was good defending. Great touch here by the defender. And now it goes to Martin Odegaard. Still inside the Iraqi half. It's been a very entertaining match here, and Norway nearly lost the ball here through Hagen, but it's well picked up by Odegaard, and now sending Ryerson once more on the right hand side, deep inside the Iraqi half here. I think many were expecting it's going to be a one-sided match for Norway, but so far so good for Iraq. Now Norway, Odegaard is under pressure here, and they lost the ball, Norway. Eventually it was Ali Al-Hamadi cleared the ball away, the man who was born in Liverpool, in England, to an Iraqi parents, and then he progressed from there, playing for numerous clubs, including AFC Wimbledon. Then he was picked up by Ipswich Town and spent a few long periods, of course. Now the ball by Sanderberg, but managed to clear the ball forward, and now it's been chased by Soros on the left-hand side of the penalty area. But Zayta Singh, good covering, waiting for Jalal Hassan, who clears the ball away deep inside the Norwegian half. Mola Wolfa also plays for England for Wolverhampton Wanderers, playing his 23rd cap. Norway, 24-year-old. He's on the ball again here. Hagen, 27-year-old, and again they're a bit under pressure here, the Norwegian defenders, and Ryerson trying to clear the ball away, took a good deflection, and now Iraq got control with Amir Al-Amari just inside the Norwegian half. Al-Amari, Amir Al-Amari, the 28-year-old, of course he plays for Cracovia in Poland. One of the many players in the Iraqi squad who started their career in Sweden or Norway, and him was with Halmstad and Mjällby before moving to Poland. Of course, he did win the league with Cracovia. The season just gone, in his second season with the Polish champions. Now, Christopher Ayer, long ball forward, but there's no one waiting for the ball. It's way ahead of Solis and Haaland. It's going to be a goal kicking for Iraq. As we mentioned, Jalal Hassan playing his eighth cap as far as Iraq is concerned. The most cap player is Hussein Saeed with 137 caps, scoring 78 goals. Mainly in the 70s and 80s. He spent all his career with Al Talaba club, the students club in Iraq. One of the second most capped players, Ahmed Radi, with 121 caps, scoring 62 goals. And he was the player with the only goal in their finals back in 1986, and that lost to Belgium by 2-1. How much they would love to have another goal scorer here, Iraq, but at the moment, so far so good. But Norway on the attack here. There's a late challenge on Martin Odegaard. There's going to be free kick for Norway just inside the Iraqi half. Wasn't best a challenge here by Zayd Tahsin. Sliding challenge when you look at it again.
Cool.
Quick free kick here with Christopher Ayer just inside his centre circle, switching the ball to the left-hand side to Muller Wolfer. Managed to find Antonio Nusa. Lovely play here by the 21-year-old to Sanderberg, across to the right-hand side. Managed to find Ryson near for the corner flag, trying to go around Mekadowski, but that was good defending. The ball hasn't got up yet, but in the end it was a lovely flick by the 26-year-old left-back. Managed to get the last touch of Julian Ryerson, and the ball's going to be thrown for Iraq, not far from their own left corner flag. Dosky, of course, with that brilliant goal against Spain a few weeks ago, and now the ball goes straight for Norway, down the middle, picked up this time by Sanderberg, and he was fouled, and the referee says play on, and now Bayish coming forward, and the counter-attack's being chased by Haaland, and the ball is still with Bayish at the moment. He managed to escape the big Norwegian, sending the ball back. Norwegian player was Sanderberg was still down injured. He just managed to get up just a few moments ago. Of course, you make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster. Here, still 0-0 between Iraq and Norway. Now Zaid Tassin, long ball forward, trying to find Ayman Hussein. He was brought down, he was sandwiched between Hegem and Ayer, but the referee says play on. So it's still a Norwegian ball here. Martin Odegaard, still deep inside his own half. Odegaard just won the league with Arsenal in England. Definitely on a high here. And now Nusa, deep inside the Iraqi half, trying to take a 1-2 play. Lovely play here by Nusa, still coming forward the left-hand side, inside the penalty box, trying to cross the ball, took a slight deflection, and Iraq nearly failed to clear the ball, but in the end, they managed to get a corner out of it. It was a bit confusion by the Iraqi defenders. That's going to be the first corner of the match. And it's going to fall for the Lions of Scandinavia. From the left-hand side. Now it's going to be a big chance here for Haaland, trying to put his country in the lead. Of course, with the set pieces, Haaland's definitely one of the best strikers in the world at the moment. The Manchester City player. Should wait and see if he can put Norway in the lead. Plenty of pushing and shovings, but in the end, the corner's going to be taken. Cross from Ryerson inside the 6-yard box, and a header from Haaland, but it goes way over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick for Iraq. It's not the header that we expected of. He was completely unmarked. He escaped the defenders, and he knows he could have done better from 6 yards out. It's way over the bar. Jalal Hassan, the keeper, long ball forward, deep inside the Norwegian half, headed away by Christopher Ayer. Goes back to Iraq once more by Dosky, trying to send the ball forward to Al-Hamadi. Well, it's good defending here by Norway. Goes back to Ayman Hussein of Iraq. There's a bit of a handball, but the referee says play on. And now Ali Jassim, the Como player, to Dosky. In the end, sending the ball back deep inside their own half with Akam Hashim. Now the ball forward here by Rakam, but way too much here. Ayman Hussein straight in the hands of the keeper, Orion Nyland. Akam Hashim, the 27-year-old, who plays for Zawra in Iraq. The former Erbil player. He's been with the club for the last couple of seasons. Of course, Al Zawra is the most popular club in Iraq, having won 14 league titles and 16 cup holder times. And they're the most, not only the most popular, but also the most successful club in Iraq. Long ball forward by Nyland, deep inside the Iraqi half, but it's way ahead of Erling Haaland, straight in the hands of the goalkeeper, the captain, Jalal Hassan. Long ball forward again, just across the halfway line. It's picked up by Norway again. Now Sanderberg managed to keep the ball in and send it back to Christopher Ayer. Sanderberg again to Nusa. Nusa with his space. Lovely here by the Norwegian, trying to go around two players, and he was brought down in the end. And it's going to be free kick here for Norway. It's a late challenge by number 24, Zaid Ismail. Lovely skills. The 21-year-old Antonio Nusa. Trying gone between two players. And now it's going to be a dangerous free kick. We're talking about 5 or 6 yards away from the penalty area, down the middle, but more towards the left-hand side. So it's going to be a chance here for Norway, and Ryerson and Odegaard both standing behind it. The line of players are just inside the penalty area. It looks like Odegaard has left it for the Borussia Dortmund player. Of course, Solith and Haaland among a few players who are waiting inside the penalty box. And Haaland already had a chance. He headed it way over the bar. Can he do it again? The referee is asking Ryerson to move the ball to the spot that he asked him to have, and Ryerson still having a word with the referee, but seems to be okay now, and the 30-year-old Gambian is happy now to proceed. Ryerson with a cross inside the penalty area, and a header by Solis, but straight in the hands of the keeper, Jalal Hassan. It was a header that Solis know nothing about. It seemed like he hit more of his body and head at the same time, but it had no power behind it, and it wasn't hard for Jalal Hassan, but he was still on target here for Norway. The ball is still up in the air between both set of players, just on the halfway line. And in the end, the ball forward by Zaid Ismail for Iraq, and he gets the ball back here to Bayish, just near the halfway line. He's been harassed here by the Norwegian players, but the pass in the end, slight deflection. Now the referee is sending players for a cooling break. We played 24 minutes, still 0-0 between Iraq and Norway. Of course, big chances here fell for Erling Haaland. A header from 6 yards out, completely unmarked. He managed to escape the defenders, but lucky for Iraq, the header went way over the bar, unlike Haaland that we've seen. And there's another chance as well from the free kick. Fell for Sander Solis, the Atletico Madrid player, but it seems like the hit combination of head and body, he wasn't aware of it. He still went towards target and had no power to trouble Jalal Hassan. Of course, we mentioned Al Zawra, the nickname is the Gulls. Of course, there is Al Kowa Jawiya, which is the Air Force club. They are the Falcons, won the title 9 times, and then comes Al Shota, nicknamed the Harps, the police club, and they won 8 titles. And Al Talaba that we mentioned a few times earlier, they are the students, 5 titles, and all these clubs we've mentioned, all from the capital, Baghdad, except the 2 clubs who won it outside Baghdad are Erbil in the north, who won it 4 times, and Al-Mina, which is the sailors. Well, Al-Mina means the poor in Arabic, but their nickname is the sailors. They're from Basra, south of Iraq, and only won it once, so there's always been a domination by clubs from Baghdad. Of course, here they all combined to see if they can get the better of Norway, and fair to say, so far so good. They had their pass in the game, and they had a chance with Ayman Hussein and Ali Al-Hamadi. The biggest chance was as well on the other end for Haaland and Solith. Of course, the top goal scorer in Iraq is Yunus Mahmoud, scored 148. He scored 89 goals for Iraq. Sorry, he's the most capped player, is Yunus Mahmoud, with 148 games. And He's now the head of the Iraqi FA. Definitely with his squad. Now the players are back on the field after that cooling break, dehydration break. Of course, you can follow the match on your local TV broadcaster. Free kick is going to be taken by Iraq about 10 yards inside the Norwegian half from the right hand side, and again Amir Al-Amari. He's the player maker. We've seen him with all the free kicks we've taken so far. Al-Amari, long ball forward inside the penalty area, headed by Hashim, and a shot by Zayd Tahsin from 20 yards out, but it goes way over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick here for Norway. Play quickly here by Nyland. They can find Torbjørn Hegem, 27-year-old. Christopher Raya, the Brentford man. Of course, I'm sure during the dehydration break, I'm sure will be plenty of instructions here by Graham Arnold to Iraq, and Stala Solbakken for Norway, and being the favourites as well here, I'm sure Solbakken will give him more instructions. And now Nusa coming forward deep inside the Iraqi half, inside the penalty, across inside the 6-yard box, and that's a first goal for Norway. And it took 29 minutes, and you don't need to guess who the player is. Erling Haaland giving Norway the lead. They lost it as much as they can, Iraq. They resisted so well, but in the end, Erling Haaland scoring the goal for Norway. The Manchester City player, he's scoring his 56th goal in 52 matches. Unbelievable record. It was a lovely play here, played by Nusa. On the left-hand side, managed to pick up Muller Wolf. And a cross from Muller Wolf inside the 6-yard box. Erling Haaland from 3 yards out. You only have to touch the ball into the back of the net to the left-hand side of Jalal Hassan. You can see that raw look of Erling Haaland. Norway 1, Iraq 0. And we're up and on the way, and Amir Al-Amari, again, just like the start of the first half, kicked the ball out, but this time, instead of going for a throw-in, he goes straight for a goal kick. Very strange style, but nevertheless, did hit this time round. Erling Haaland scoring his 56th match for Norway. He's playing his 52nd goal, and now Hamadi with the ball on the edge of the penalty area. Send it to Jassim on the left-hand side of the penalty box, trying to go around Ryerson. Jassim still with the ball, lovely skills, he managed to beat him, and now he gets a cross inside the penalty area, and it's headed away by Norway. Goes to Bayesh on the right-hand side. Bayesh just done with the cross from the right-hand side, well defended here by Norway, and now Nusa trying to get them on a counter-attack, a ball forward to Erling Haaland, 1 against 1, trying to get into the edge of the penalty area, goes 1, goes 2, to Solis, inside the penalty area, shows with a shot. That was great defending by Zayd Tahsin. Great block by the 25-year-old. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be thrown in for Norway. Great counter-attack by Norway here. Get the ball back here through Nusa. They nearly scored a second. We play 31 minutes. And it's Norway leading by goal to nil here in Boston. Both sides had a couple of chances each. It was Norway who got the third into the back of the net, and now they're coming back here forward again with Nusa. He's been very active and very skillful player, sending the ball to the left-hand side, across inside the 6-yard box, but took a deflection. That was from Muller Wolf. This could be the second corner of the match. Second for Norway. Taken from the left-hand side, it's going to be Hunyan Ryerson again. Yeah, 2 attempts Erling Haaland, one was on target. He had a goal out of it as well. That header previously that went way over the bar, but he made up for it in the end. And now he's got another set piece here for Erling Haaland. It's going to be from the left-hand side. The referee is not happy with some of the pushing and shoving. Erling Haaland is having a friendly chat. Say Tahsid here. And now Ryerson. Ready to take that corner from the left-hand side, and again the referee's having a few words here. He's not happy with some of the pushing and shoving. He's having a word this time with Sanderberg and the right back Hussein Ali. He's giving strong warnings here for both players. And again he's come back, the Gambian referee, and this time with Christopher Aya. Wait and see how this one goes. Corner, the left-hand side, still waiting for it. And eventually Ryerson with a cross inside the 6-yard box, punched away by Jalal Hassan, and it's cleared away by Brian Baish. And now they lost the ball here, but the referee has given a free kick for Iraq. It's a challenge on the goalkeeper Jalal Hassan, and the build-up. Nevertheless, now Iraq. Ball goes to Jalal Hassan, and Erling Haaland was right in front of him. Managed to clear the ball away just in time and headed away by Christopher Aya. The ball still up in the air, just inside the Norwegian half, picked up by Muller Wolf. Muller Wolf, like we mentioned, a play for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Managed to get that support here by Antonio Nusa. Brilliant, skillful player here, the 21-year-old. I'm sure there'll be plenty of clubs be interested in the RB Leipzig player. He's been with the club for the last couple of seasons, the former Club Brugge player. And now, Aya, deep inside the Iraqi half. Man to find Sora on the right side, coming forward. Passing the ball down the middle, inside the penalty area, but it's well cleared away by Akam Hashim. And now, Sanderberg just could not keep the ball in. It's going to be thrown for Iraq. Just inside their own half on the left-hand side. And there's Dosky again. Dosky. Playing the throw back. Managed to find Hashim. Dosky again. Plenty of pressure here, but allowing Amari. Managed to release the ball to Jassim. Lovely cross forward. And now we've been chased by Hussein Ali on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Trying to find Baish. Across inside the 6-yard box. Headed away by Ryerson. And Iraq still with the ball on the edge of the penalty area, but Solis managed to get in the end of it, and in the end, it's a foul against Hussein. Pushed by the number 18 of Iraq on the number 7 of Norway, Solith. Just past the 35th minute mark of the first half. 10 minutes to go. And it's Norway leading by goal to nil. Goal for Erling Haaland. 29th minute. Sanderberg, Christopher Aya, mash across the halfway line, long ball forward for Saunders to chase. It was a long chase for him and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Iraq. Play quickly, Hashim, long ball forward, trying to find Baish again. He was brought down. The referee is given a free kick. It was a challenge by Muller Wolfer. From behind on the 26-year-old Brian Baish. Play quickly inside their own half of Iraq, and now Odegaard chasing Jalal Hassan this time round. There's plenty of pressure here by the Norwegian forwards, but in the end, Say Tahsid has been chased by Haaland, and they gave the ball away. Good pressure, Haaland once more down the middle to Solid, and now it's picked up for Odegaard. The shot by Odegaard, it just goes wide. Good chance here for Norway to add a second. The pressure by Haaland caused Zaid Tahsid to clear the ball away very poorly. Fell for Norway, going back to Haaland, and Haaland, a sure pass for Odegaard, but the shot from 20 yards out down the middle went about 2 yards to the left-hand side of Jalal Hassan's goalpost. free kick for Iraq. It was a challenge on Dosky by Solith. We've seen the front three for Norway, Halland and Solith and Nusa switching the places from right, left and centre, and now Justin with the ball. Ball goes out of play. Good defending here by Julian Ryerson. It's going to be throwing for Iraq. Ali Jassim, 22-year-old, has gone back to his parent club. Como in Italy. Of course, it'll be exciting playing top European football next season. Long ball forward here for Iraq, trying to find Bayish. The touch wasn't good enough and straight out of play. Throwing for Norway, deep inside their own half. Taken by Wolfa. Wolfa. Looking for options here at the moment. You need to hurry up with the new rules, but played again, and now it's picked up by Al-Hamadi. Inside the centre circle, coming forward here, Al-Hamadi going crosswise now and managed to find Al-Amari deep inside their own half to Hashim, to Tahsin once more. Lovely ball down the middle, and now he lost the ball here. This time it was Zaid Ismail, and now Iraq get the ball back, and now Al-Hamadi coming forward, soon down the middle, been chased by Martin Odegaard. He managed to escape him, and he gets the support from Ali Jassim. Jassim against Rice on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Jassim still with the ball. Get the support here. Lovely play for Amari. Cross inside the 6-yard box. And Hussein. And that's the equaliser for Iraq in the 39th minute. What a comeback by the Lions of Mesopotamia to put Iraq level. Ayman Hussein scoring for Iraq. Iraq won. Norway won. Plenty of support for Iraq on the stands. You can see the joy on their faces, but great play by Hamadi. Managed to find Jassim on the left-hand side. He managed to beat Ryerson in the end. Lovely pass to Al-Amari inside the penalty, completely unmarked. Who crossed the ball from 8 yards out. Ayman Hussein. Beautiful header to the left-hand side of Orient Island. Iraq won. Norway won. And Iraq mean business. The favourites were Norway. But Iraq is proving this wrong at the moment. We're not far from the 40th minute. Ayman Hussein scoring his 34th goal for his country. He's playing his 83rd cap. The Al-Karma player, or Al-Garma player in Iraq. 11 goals last season for his club. Top flight football in his own country. And now Iraq trying to go forward once more, but well intercepted here by Norway. Deep inside in the Iraqi half, Ryerson. Can he get back into the lead here, Norway? Solid. Lovely ball down the middle, Odegaard, but it's great defending. Brilliant defending by Zaid Ismail on the Arsenal man. The ball being cleared away, and now Norway played with just about 4.5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time, of course, at the end of the first half. And just joining us is Norway 1, Iraq 1, but now Nusa trying to put Norway back into the lead. Across inside the box, headed away by Tahsin. It goes back once more to Norway. Norway starting to put the pressure on the Lions of Mesopotamia. And now Hegem, lovely pass for Nusa again. Now it's again brilliant defending by Hussein Ali. Brilliant challenge. Clear the ball away. He's throwing for Norway. Not far from the left-hand side of the Iraq penalty area. Sanderberg down the middle. Ball still congregating in the Iraqi half at the moment. Sanderberg just standing over the ball at the moment, waiting for support. In the end, Nusa, lovely pass here. Managed to find Orsnes, trying to find Holland, but cleared the way here by Zaid Tahsin. And the ball still up in the air. It's well intercepted here by Sanderberg. To Ryerson, deep inside the Iraqi half of the right side, trying to beat Jassim, but he managed to find Solith in the end. Lovely one to here by the Norwegians. Ryerson Sanderberg, not far from the penalty area. Solith, great touch here by Melka Dusky, but they get the ball back in Norway. Ryerson trying to go around Dusky again, but in the end there was a push, and the last touch was by Julian Ryerson, but it was right in front of the linesman, and the linesman been given a goal kick, and Ryerson is still complaining that it should have been a free kick for Norway. From seeing it the first time around, I can see why he was complaining, to be fair. Now Iraq with Jalal Hassan in to get the ball. That's his second goal for Norway. Arden Allen scoring in the 43rd minute to put Norway back in the lead. What a mistake. A big mistake by the goalkeeper Jalal Hassan, the 35-year-old captain. The worst case scenarios. But Halland didn't care, and he put Norway back in the lead. It was a back pass by Zaid Tassin to Jalal Hassan, just outside the penalty area. Halland was coming towards him, and while he's about to clear the ball, he managed to do so very, very late, the goalkeeper, and right in front of Halland. You only have to get the block in to direct it into the back of the net. That's going to be a complete nightmare for Hassan. But a brilliant joy for Erling Haaland. Just before half-time, when Iraq thought they've equalised through Ayman Hussein, and Jalal Hassan let Iraq down. Now we're off and underway. We've got a minute and a half left till half-time. It's been a brilliant game. 3 goals already in the first half. The ball's up in the air. And headed forward here by Iraq to Amir Al-Amari, to Bayish. Can themselves score another goal, but the referee giving a free kick for Norway. It was a handball on Amir Al-Amari. But Erling Haaland so far has been the star of the show. 2 goals already in Norway's opening match. But that second goal, brilliant. The brilliance of Haaland. Piling the pressure here on Jalal Hassan, but what a mistake by Jalal Hassan. He waited and waited till the last second, and this clearance was right when Haaland was right in front of him, only to be blocked by Haaland's leg straight into the back of the net. He won't be sleeping well tonight here, Jalal Hassan, and now they give the ball away here. It goes to Ali Al-Hamadi. Passing the ball to Hamadi once more down the middle. Trying to find Jassim, but it's good defending. Very good defending by Aya. And now Solid deep inside his own half. Passing the ball down the middle, but only as far as Al-Amari. And now Jassim once more. See them waking up again here in Iraq. And it's going to be 5 minutes of stoppage time that we just entered. And now Iraq have got 5 minutes to get back into level terms. They've done it early on with Ayman Hussein. In the 39th minute. Incredible record here for Erling Haaland, scoring his 57th goal for Norway in his 53rd cap. Absolutely amazing for Erling Haaland. Iraq got time. They got the goal. Deservedly so, Iraq, but big mistake by their goalkeeper, definitely let the team down here. But now Nusa, lovely ball forward, trying to find Orsnes. And now Orsnes and Zaid Tassin behind the ball, but in the end, the referee's given a free kick to Iraq. We're inside the last 4 minutes. It's coming to the left and right hand side of Iraq's penalty area, and now Erling Haaland is chasing Hashim this time round, and now it's a push this to the end by Hashim, and it's going to be free kick for Iraq. What a pace for the Norwegian. We know how good he is, the Manchester City player, and something that Jalal Hassan, the goalkeeper, wasn't aware of possibly. I couldn't understand why he waited and waited to clear the ball from that back pass by Zaid Tassin. You never do that in front of Erling Haaland. Now it's going to be free kick, and now the referee's having a word with Ayman Hussein, the Iraqi goal scorer. Now we're inside the last 3 out of the 5 minutes of injury time. Hashim, long ball forward, deep inside the Norwegian half. Headed forward by Hussein, picked up by Ali Al-Hamadi in the left-hand side of the penalty area. Pass the ball inside the 6-yard box. Well defended here. Right in front of Hussein. Iraq get the ball back from Mekandowski inside the penalty area. Al-Amari trying to go around Martin Odegaard. Across from Dosky. And a header this time. And a shot. And that was... Ball just goes out of play. But Bayish, he's claiming that it was a handball's being used. Great pressure by Iraq. And the ball by Bayish took a deflection by the defender. It's going to be corner for Iraq, at least. But the ball, it hit Mullah Wolfer out of play. And I'm sure VAR are still looking at it on suspicion of a handball. So the referee's going to be delayed. And there's no penalty. So it's only going to be a corner for Iraq. We're inside the last 2 minutes. We're taking from the right-hand side from Amir Al-Amari. Al-Amari with a cross inside the 6-yard box. And headed by Dahseen, but it goes up to the right-hand side of the Ireland's post. It's going to be goal kick for Norway. Iraq definitely coming here meaning business. If it wasn't for that big mistake by the keeper Jalal Hassan in the 43rd minute, it was possibly been 1-0 here. Well, so far, 2 goals for Haaland in the 29th and the 43rd minute. And the goal for Iraq came from Ayman Hussein, the 39th. Ball forward, Fan Al-Hamadi. It's well intercepted here by Bjorn Hegem, still on the ball. We're inside the last minute of 5 minutes of stoppage time. And Norway trying to run that minute at the moment down. Extra one, Wolfer passing the ball forward. North side, lovely play, trying to go around Hussein Ali. He still got the ball, but that was good defending in the end by Zaid Ismail. It's going to be throwing for Norway. Play quickly. It's deep inside the Iraqi half. Long ball, managed to find Odegaard in the left-hand side of the penalty area. To Nosai, inside the box, lovely one too, but in the end, it's well defended by Iraq, and Al-Amari clears the ball forward, but only as far as Norway, still inside the Iraqi half. And now, Bayish, passing the ball. Lovely flick on here for Jassim down the middle. To Al-Hamadi, 1-1 for the keeper. Hamadi, have the shot. Is it coming in? Oh, just missed the right-hand post. And he just goes wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Norway. But what a pass by Jassim. Ali Al-Hamadi, 1-1 with the keeper. It was the defender, Aya, was right behind him. But in the end, it took a slight deflection. It's going to be a second corner for Iraq. It's been taken by Ali Jassim from the left-hand side. Jassim with a cross. Inside the 6-yard box, headed away by Norway. On he goes on Amari. Amari with a chip. Inside the 6-yard box once more, headed away by Haaland. He's still with Iraq. And he's shot by Hashim. And that was just wide. What a strike by Akram Hashim. It goes just wide. That would have been easy to have been 2-2. Brilliant shot from 23-year-old. The centre-back, just above the crossbar. It's not over yet, but the first half is. It's been a great match so far to watch. And here in Boston, is Norway leading by 2-1. 2 goals from Haaland in the 29th and the 43rd minute. Sandwiched by Iraq's goal by Ayman Hussein. It's not over yet. It's Norway 2, Iraq 1.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Welcome back to the second half for this Group I match between Norway and Iraq. And we'll surely be starting with the scoreline: Norway leading Iraq by 2-1. Haaland scoring in the 29th minute before Ayman Hussein scoring in the 39th. And then Haaland took advantage of very bad mistake by Iraqi keeper Jalal Hassan, scoring the second and Norway's second as well. And we're off and underway, and this time Norway playing from right to left. Or straight to Nyland, who'll give it the lineups very, very shortly. Long ball forward here by Nyland. And it away by Lamari. And Merkadowski clears the ball away. And it's going to be throw in for Norway deep inside the Iraqi half. taken quickly this time by William Ryerson. And it does seem like to be no substitutions at half-time. But Norway with the ball, with Nusa passing the ball forward, picked up here by Iraq. Ali Hamadi, lovely turnaround, coming through down the middle, switching the ball to the right side for Bayesh on the edge of the penalty area. Bayesh still got two players around him. He's still got the ball. He managed to go around him. Lovely play here by Bayesh, but it's great defending in the end by Osnes. He cleared away in the end by Martin Odegaard. Erling Haaland deep inside his own half. Still got surrounded by three players. He managed to get a throw in here. Haaland, of course, he's on a hat-trick at the moment. Let's give the Norwegian lineup for the second half. It's Blyland in goal, Ryerson, Ayer, Hegem and Wolfer in defence. Odegaard, the captain, Berg and Osnes in midfield, and Nusa, Solid and the goal scorer of the two goals, Erling Haaland, up front for Norway. As for Iraq, is Hassan in goal, the captain, Doski, Hashim, Tahsid and Ali in defence. Midfielders Jassim, Al-Amari, Ismail and Bayesh, and up front is the goal scorer for Iraq, Ayman Hussein, alongside the Ipswich Town player Ali Al-Hamadi. Long ball forward here for Iraq, goes to the right hand side. He's picked up by Hussein Ali, not far from the corner flag for Norway. Send it to Bayesh, Bayesh with a cross, but the referee is given a free kick. The linesman was flagging for offside against Hussein Ali, the 24-year-old. Likewise, similar to the numerous players for Iraq who started their careers in Norway, in Sweden, I beg your pardon. Started his career with Oderbro. Moved to Poland back in 2023. He's playing his 19th cap for Iraq. He's got one goal for his country. Nyland, long ball forward, deep inside the Iraqi half, headed away by Ryerson, gets the ball, trying to beat Ali Jassim. He's still got the ball here, but it's just a heavy touch in the end by the Dortmund player. But the referee says play on, the ball seems to go out of play, and in the end, that was a very long delay in the flag by the linesman, because the ball seemed like it's gone back around a yard or so outside field. In the end, he was given a goal kick, but that was a very long delay. But nevertheless, Iraq with the ball with Al-Amari, and now Haaland is chasing Hassan again. He needs to be careful this time, and he managed to release the ball just in time. And now Tahsin, long ball forward, deep inside the Norwegian half. Chested down by Hussein, but it's well intercepted here by Norwegian player Hegem. The referee is a free kick, played quickly. That was done by Hegem once more. Still in the back line here at the moment for Norway. It's about 6 Iraqi players inside the Norwegian half. And now Christopher Ayer sending the ball to the right side to Martin Odegaard, stripping the ball forward, still just inside their own half here in Norway. I think it's fair to say that Iraq definitely produced a very good half, especially with the goal, and then he scored an equaliser as well after Haaland's ball, and now they're coming forward again from Hussein Ali, deep inside the Norwegian half on the right hand side. He's still coming forward, Hussein, trying to cross the ball, but that was good defending in the end by Hegem. Iraq get a throw in, not far from the right hand side corner flag for Iraq. It's going to be the right back taking it, Hussein Ali. For options, the edge of the penalty here, lovely flick on by Hussein, sending the ball back for Ismail. All the way deep inside their own half here for Hashim. Hashim chased by Odegaard, clears the ball. Hashim, but it was a complete missed kick in the end by the 27-year-old. It's going to be thrown for Norway. Play quickly here by Ryerson. I think Norway were expecting a much easier trip in this match here in Boston, but so far, even with leading by 2 goals to 1 Norway, but they have found quite a lot of difficulties, and that's another good defending here, this time by Dusky on Solith. Throw in for Norway, deep inside the Iraqi half. Sending the ball back, still inside the Iraqi half here by Fredrik Orsnes. Lovely pass on down the middle to Odegaard. Odegaard, lovely play, great defending here by the Iraqi player Jassim. He got the ball right in front of the Arsenal man. And now Iraq with Bayish, just managed to cross the halfway line to Ali on the right hand side. Lovely 1-2 between Jassim and Ali. Ismail down the middle, halfway through inside the Norwegian half. Now every single Norwegian player is back. Bayish inside the centre circle. Hashim, Amir Al-Amari. Of course, we've seen Al-Amari so many times. He's definitely the player maker for Iraq. All the free kicks and taken by 26-year-old. Another player who started his career in Sweden, Hamstats. That's a long ball forward, but straight to Christopher Ayer, just inside his own half. Ayer be under pressure and pass the ball out of play. Going to be thrown for Iraq. Taken by Dosky. Like 52 minutes already, and still Norway leading by 2 goals to 1. Hannon with both. He's on the hat-trick, the big Norwegian. Goal on the 29th and the 43rd minute, while Iraq had a goal in the middle in the 39th by Ayman Hussein. Long ball forward by Bayish, headed away by Norway, but Iraq get the ball back with Merkan Dosky. Lovely play. He was brought down. The referee says play on.
Go.
And the ball goes back to Iraq in the end. Dosky still down injured. Outside the penalty area to Bayish. Across. And out by Ayman Hussein. And that was about a yard out. The danger man is definitely Ayman Hussein for Iraq. But this time the header by the big man from 12 yards out, who was but a yard away from Nyland's right post. Beautiful cross by Bayish. Merkan Dosky, beautiful skills, passed on 2-3 players, and in the end it was brought down by Christopher Ayer. The referee says play on for that. And now Norway on attack with Ryerson, just inside the Iraqi half. As you find Odegaard was brought down. It's going to be a free kick here for Norway. Challenged by Amir Al-Amari. Of course, Iraq on the bench. Got Zidane Iqbal, 23-year-old, former Manchester United player, never played for the first team. He was always on the bench. But in the end, he managed to leave the English club. Now he plays his trade with Utrecht, top flight football in the Eredivisie. That's going to be free kick for Norway. The late challenge on Antonio Nusse by the Iraqi right back Hussein Ali. But a few yards away from the left-hand touchline. It's not far off from the left-hand side of the Iraqi penalty area. His right standing behind it. He's got Nusse in support. Rice is complaining that Jassim is not 10 yards out, but the referee asked him to play on, and now Ryerson, right-footed curling inside the penalty area. Ryerson with a cross inside the box, headed away by Iraq. When it goes as far as Christopher Ayer, chipped the ball forward, trying to find Solid, but well cleared by Hashim. And now Dosky trying to cover the ball, but brilliant defending here, brilliant interception by Solid. He came right in front of the Iraqi defender, and he managed to get a throw in here to Alexander Solis. A couple of yards away from right inside of the corner flag. It's being taken by Ryerson himself. Ryerson, the Borussia Dortmund player, long throw inside the penalty area, trying to find Solis. He just tripped over it, and it's cleared away by Iraq. It's going to be another throw in, this time halfway through inside the Iraqi half. The right hand side, we played over 55 minutes. Norway still leading Iraq by 2 goals to 1. A long throw inside the penalty area. It goes to Saunders, trying to chip the ball. It goes back to Ryerson again, trying to go around Jassim. Passing the ball to Odegaard. Ryerson cross the ball inside the 6-yard box. It missed Halland. It goes to Nusa. Nusa on the left-hand side of the penalty area, trying to manage to get the cross. It cleared away by Hashim. And they managed to get a corner here in Norway. The third corner of the match. The fifth in total. Good defending by the 27-year-old, the Al-Zawra player. We're taken by Ryerson himself from the left-hand side. Been a very interesting match, that's for sure. Of course, early on in the same group, France had beaten Senegal by 3-1. I'm sure they'll be watching this match as closely as well. France were playing Iraq in match day 2, while Norway were playing Senegal the same match day. The referee's having a word again, this time with Christopher Raya and Merkaz Doski. Just prior to that free kick, corner to be taken, and now we're all set to go. Ryerson with a cross inside the 6-yard box, and the goes loose, and it cleared away in the end. Only goes as far as Nusay, headed the ball back, this time to Ryerson on the left-hand side, trying to go around the Iraqi defender. That was great defending, and now Bayish try to take on the defender, but in the end, ball goes out of play. The last touch was by Ryerson, but now Ali Jassim goes down with an earlier challenge, and he seemed to be suffering something in his throat. Straight away, the referee had stopped play. He's calling on the medical staff who rushed in very quickly for Ali Jassim, the Como player. It looks like Iraq are not far off from making a substitution as well. There's a couple of players getting ready to come on. It looks like one of them is Marco Fargi. He's part of the Venezia team that got promoted to top flight football. The season just gone. Same player playing top flight with Ali Jassim, but Ali Jassim will be with Como, and Marco Fargi will be with Venezia. Second season game promoted. And Ali Jassim still being treated at the moment, so we should wait to see who the players will be coming off. So Marco Fargi replacing number 24, that is Zaid Ismail. So Ismail's come off, the midfielder, and Fargi has come on. Of course, Fargi is more of the left-sided player. And also Ali Al-Hamadi has come off as well for Iraq. So here's the double substitutions. And Zaidan Iqbal, the former Manchester United player, have just come on. Norway, Ali Jassim seems to be okay at the moment. He's definitely up and running, and now Norway with the ball. It's Odegaard. Back to Hegem. Of course, Iqbal, born in Manchester. The 23-year-old. He moved away from Manchester United, and now he plays a trade with Utrecht. But Norway are in possession. Of course, Marco Fargi, very active player on the left, played very well against Spain. And now Norway, just inside the Iraqi half, has been. Now Saunders has been chased by Fargi, who's a bit pushed by Saunders, but the referee says play on. There's good defending here by the Iraqi player, but Norway still in possession. To Odegaard, passing the ball forward, managed to find Nusa. Nusa across the ball inside the penalty area, cleared away by Hashim. And now Al-Amari inside the penalty area, and Hashim once more, and eventually he clears the ball forward deep inside the Norwegian half. The ball goes down the middle to Bayish, going forward between two players. Managed to find Hussein, the goal scorer. It goes to Bayish again on the left-hand side of the penalty area. And that was great defending in the end. This time, by Egem. It's going to be throw in. The referee, it's just stop play. It's 2 balls on the field. The free kick is going to be taken by the throw in fact by Amerika Doski on the left hand side of the Norwegian half. Played 60.5 minutes, and it's Norway leading by 2-1. Doski with a short throw to Jassim, but in the end, the ball goes straight to a Norwegian defender, Ayo, clears the ball away. Now it's picked up by Zay Tassi. Tassi. Doesn't look like Ali Jassim now has moved forward alongside Ayman Hussein. And Marco Faggi, Venezia player, just gone to the left-hand side, and Zidane Iqbal replacing Ismail, and down the middle. Straight swap. Of course, Marco Faggi can also play up front. Scored 2 goals for Venezia last season. In Spain, it's only his 4th cap for Iraq. Now the ball forward, and every touch by Tony Anusas. Ball straight out of play. That's the first touch now for Zidane Iqbal. Iqbal, who's born for an Iraqi mother and Pakistani father, and he's officially now the first player of the Pakistani heritage to play in the finals. Now Zidane Iqbal sending the ball forward to the right hand side, managed to find Ali. Ali to Iqbal once more, deep inside the Norwegian half. Chipped the ball to the left hand side, managed to find this time with Marco Faggi to Ali Jassim. Goes to Faggi again, trying to go around Rice, and lovely play here for Jassim. Jassim on the left hand side, send the ball back down the middle. And now the cross inside the penalty area, and the cross by Hussein Ali just goes over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick for Norway. It's great play here by Iraq. This time was a cross by Lamari from the left, and Hussein Ali wasn't far off over the crossbar, probably inches away. Nevertheless, goal kick here for Norway. Of course, you can follow the match on your local or your national TV broadcaster. The referee has given ball for Iraq here. A free kick played quickly here by Iqbal. Deep inside their own half here, Iraq. Tassim to Iqbal once more. Playing in the anchor position, but now it's coming forward, trying to go around Nusa. He managed to do so. Lovely play here by the number 14. He gets the ball back from Ali, halfway through inside the Norwegian half. Another cross towards the left-hand side, picked up by Doski. Doski to Ali Jassim. Good pressure here by Iraq. The ball down the middle. Lovely play. Trying to reach Jassim inside the penalty area. He gets shipped the ball inside the 6-yard box. The ball hasn't got out yet, and Jassim kept the ball in to Doski inside the penalty area, but there's a heavy touch by the Iraqi left back, and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be goal kick for Norway. We've seen beautiful touches here by Iraq. It was good defended by Aya, because in the mix of all of this, he had get a last-minute touch. Looks like Norway also going to make their own substitutions very, very shortly. Looks like one of them is going to be Oscar Bob, the Fulham man. Okay, has been played. You have to wait for next break in play here for Norway to make their substitutions, and Odegaard was under pressure. Now it's plenty of Iraqis applying the pressure on the back line of Norway, and Norway get the throw in the end. Good defending here by Baish. What a Wolfer. He's going to take the throw in. Play 65 minutes. Still Norway leading Iraq by 2-1, and then they're coming forward. Bola Wolfer again deep inside the Iraqi half, sending the ball to the left-hand side of the penalty area with Nusa trying to cross the ball. But that was good defending by Hussein Ali. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be another corner for Norway, their 4th of the match, 6 in total. Taken from the left-hand side. It's one of the Norwegian the players is down injured. I think it's a cramp, to be fair. Now Han's helping Walla Wolfer inside the Iraqi penalty area. Not sure if Stala sold back in, going to make the substitutions now, wait till after the corner to be taken for the Vikings, of course. Ryerson is going to be the man who'll be taking the corner. Now again, Christopher Ryer again involved in that pushing and shoving, and Martin Odegaard being guarded by Zidane Iqbal. Ryerson plays it short, gets the ball back, cross the ball inside the penalty area and headed cleared away by Ayman Hussein. And now the ball goes this time to Walla Wolfer on the right hand side. Great defending by Martin Fadji. Now still with the ball and managed to clear the ball away as far as the halfway line, and Nusa was chased by Bayish, but in the last second managed to send the ball back. Christopher Ryer to Ryerson once more, deep inside his own half. There's plenty of Iraqi players inside the Norwegian half. And Christopher Ryer gets the ball back to Egim. So far so good for Norway. The main man Anand giving him 2 goals here tonight. Their opening match. Now the back pass here, but Neely gone towards Ayman Hussein, and now Nine cleared the ball away just in time in front of that Iraqi big man, and now the clearance went straight to Merkadowski right in front of Solis. Good defending here by Merkadowski today. He's definitely been catching the eyes of many clubs around the world. The Victoria Pilsen player. Now Hashim. Pass the ball forward. Trying to find Ali Jassim. Lovely 1-2 here. Goes this time to Alamari. Sending the ball forward, but it's just way out front of Marco Fargi. Now Norway trying to get these spaces here inside their own half here. And the ball was Solis, who's gone deep inside his own half. Have a challenge on Solis, and referee says play on. And it seems like one of the Iraqi players is now going down. I think it might be Ali Jassim is asking also to be substituted here as well. And he's indeed the common man. He's gone down. It seems like he's suffering from something. And the referee has stopped playing in the end. And Jassim is asking Graham Arnold on the Iraqi bench to be substituted. He was looking with his neck as early on from that challenge. Accidental challenge by Antonio Nusa. And it's again, this time he was early on was the way he went down, and fell on the neck of Ali Jassim, and he carried on for a while, and now he seems to be coming off. We have got a hydration break or cooling break. Well, I'm sure Iraq will be making a substitution. There's about 2-3 players as well waiting for Norway to come on. And that's all that's happening. Of course, a few players are in the bench here, well known here for Norway. Will be Strang Larsen, for Crystal Palace. And likewise with Oscar Bob, former Manchester player, and now playing for Fulham in London. Shieldrup, Benfica man, the 22-year-old, a very exciting left-footed player. Very strong pace. On the bench, and of course the Bodø Glimt captain Patrick Berg, been brilliant servant for his Norwegian club. 43 caps for Norway. Of course, Iraq themselves got plenty of players playing abroad, such as Yusuf Amin, 22-year-old midfielder, plays for Larnaca, Cyprus. He started his career in Germany with Eintracht Braunschweig. Other players, Breen Solaka, the 34-year-old veteran, 44 caps for his country, but played his career in, with Paul FC FC in Thailand, having played for Buriram prior to that, and also for FC Seoul in South Korea. And also there is a local boy here in the United States, Ahmed Qasim, number 11. Also one of the futures of Iraqi football. 22-year-old, plays for Najmul SC. He's a very popular player as well. Since moving from Ellsberg last summer. Scoring 5 goals for Nashville. The season just gone. And just look like we're going to see the substitutions coming on very, very shortly here. Corner break coming to an end. I'm sure Ali Jassim would be one of the Iraqi ones, but Norway already had players waiting on the wings to come on. Doesn't look like it's going to be Erling Haaland. I'm sure he'll be aiming for his hat-trick. Like one of them is Ostigard as well is coming on for Norway. The Genoa player, the 26-year-old. Gave information very, very shortly. All the players were playing about nearly 72 minutes. Norway lead about 2 goals to 1. It wasn't easy as they thought, Norway. If it wasn't for Jalal Hassan in goal for Iraq, maybe it would have been a completely different story. Massive mistake by Jalal Hassan right in front of Erling Haaland. It's going to be triple substitutions for Norway. In fact, it's going to be 4 players coming off for Norway. Ostigard, Thulsved, Bob and Shieldrup coming on. And we just mentioning about the Nashville player Ahmed Qasim has come on for Iraq. The Nashville player Ahmed Qasim comes on. Hussein Ali and Ali Jassim come off, and number 25 Mustafa Sadun has all come on as well. So right back plays for Iraqi club Ashurta. Now we're off and underway. Just give you confirmation for Norway. Nusa, Osnes, Wolfer and Solid coming off will be replaced by Bob, Ostigard, Thorsved and Shieldrup. While Iraq is Ali and Jassim are off, and Sadun and Qasim are on. That's the first actually for Ostigard, and the ball back to his keeper Nyland. Thorsved number 18. They find number 8 Sanderberg. Norway still in control of the ball at this moment in time. Norway. Leo Ostigard playing the left back position at the moment. The 26-year-old, the Genoa man, and now ball picked up here by Sanderberg, sending the ball to the left-hand side. Like Hagen moved to the left and Ostigard down the middle. Long ball forward here by Norway, cleared by Iraq, but it goes only as far as Morten Odegaard to Oscar Bob to the right-hand side of the penalty area. Odegaard receives the ball back here by the youngster, and in the end it was good defending this time by Dosky. He's going to be thrown to the right-hand side of the Iraqi penalty area. Taken by Ryerson. Throw. Odegaard. Ryerson back. Ryerson once more. Lovely passes here between the Norwegian players, but in the end, Bayesh clears the ball away. It's going to be another throw for Norway. Long throw here by Ryerson. Picked up this time by Shieldrup. Goes to Ryerson once more. Still around the penalty area here with ball Odegaard. Lovely chip on. Managed to find Bob. Shieldrup on the right-hand side. Passing the ball to Odegaard. Managed to release Bob. Bob down the middle. And the shot this time by Thorsved. Took a block here by the Iraqi defender, Akam Hashim. It's going to be another corner for Norway, the 5th of the match. 7 in total. taken from the right hand side by the captain Martin Odegaard. Under a quarter of an hour to go, Norway leading by 2-1. That's a chance to increase that lead. Of course, the first match, same group early on, finished France 3, Senegal 1. Wait and see if there's going to be a similar scoreline here. Still a possibility. Now Odegaard with a cross inside at 6-yard box, and that is the third goal for Norway. And it's Odegaard scoring in the 77th minute. The substitute with a beautiful header, scoring the third for Norway. It's Norway 3, Iraq 1, and Leo Odegaard, the Genoa man, scoring his first ever goal for Norway in his 39th appearance. And now we'll take things comfortably here for Norway for the remainder of the match. Looks like VAR having a look on a pulling by Haaland on Ibrahim Bayish. We shall wait and see if they're going to have a look at it, but it's a beautiful goal by Odegaard, and Odegaard from 4 yards out inside the 6-yard box managed to out-jump Hashim. Beautiful header into the back of the net of Jalal Hassan. 3-1 for Norway, and what a way to score your first career goal for your country. Leo Odegaard. VAR has cleared and we're up and underway. And now Iraq has got mountain to climb inside the last 30 minutes. And now ball goes back to their goalkeeper Hassan. Merkatowski to Hashim. Borski trying to go around the defender, but there's a challenge by Odegaard. It's going to be free kick for Iraq. Iraq need to do something and fast if they need to get back into the game. There's been another substitution as Bayish number 8 has come off, being replaced by Muhammad Ali, nicknamed Mimi. The number 10, 25-year-old, who played in the UAE with Dibba FC, another striker, of course. So he's going for the 4-3-3 formation here at the moment, Graham Arnold. Nothing to lose at the moment. Trailing by 3-1. The ball goes back to Ireland. To Odegaard, third goal scorer here for Norway. Long ball forward by the defender, just as far as the halfway line, and managed to find Children, but a challenge and a push by Haaland on Iraqi player Zaid Tahsin. Free kick for Iraq, halfway line, taken by Tahsin himself. Plays it short. Fine Iqbal, former Manchester United player. Just inside the Norwegian half. Just inside the last 11 minutes. Ali Lamari, lovely flick on. Managed to find Doski. Coming forward here, Doski was brought down. The referee says play on. He saw nothing wrong with it, and now Norway trying to go to counter-attack, but the ball was a bit heavy for Odegaard. Goes to Farji. Farji gives the ball away this time round, and now Oscar Bob. Good defending here by the striker. 22-year-old. Now Ryerson in the end, they managed to get throw in here for Norway, just inside their own half. Looks like Patrick Berg is one of the players who are ready to come on here for Norway. Still in possession, and now Shieldrup, the Benfica man, nearly gave the ball away here, but good cover here by the defender, cleared away by Nyland. Iraq headed the way forward. Now ball goes to Hegem, trying to clear the ball away. It's good defending here by the number 11, Ahmed Qasim. It's going to be throw in and also substitution, and it's going to be Martin Odegaard who'll be coming off. Of course, he's a captain. He's going to be replaced by Patrick Berg. given the captaincy for Erling Haaland, the hero of the show so far, with 2 goals tonight. So the What a Game players coming on. Of course, Odegaard. Great shift here for Norway. It's going to be throw in for the leading team. From the halfway line here. Let's have the last 9 minutes plus stoppage time in this Group I match day 1. And it's Norway leading Iraq by 3 goals to 1. And so as it stands, the same scoreline of the earlier match in the same group when France beat Senegal. There's a couple of goals for Kylian Mbappe and now a couple of goals for Erling Haaland. What a way to start your World Cup, the campaign of the finals. Haaland's having a few words with some of the players. It's going to be a dangerous free kick here for Norway. He's going to think about Ryerson. It's not far off from the penalty area from the left-hand side. There's plenty of players lining up on the edge of the box. Ryerson with a cross inside the box, but this time the header again. This time it was Ostergaard, but the header goes straight out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Iraq. We're inside the last 8 minutes. Hashim, Markadowski, the ball down the middle to Iqbal, and Iqbal passed the ball away. Haaland, what a one with the keeper, and this time it's a great save by Hassan. What a mistake by Iqbal. It was a back pass, and it probably was one of the easiest chances for Haaland. It left him 1-on-1 with Hassan, and now Iraq with Iqbal trying to move forward, clear the ball away by Hashim. Hashim trying to go around the defenders, and he's still got the ball. Lovely play by Hashim, trying to go around Ryerson, but in the end, brought the Norwegian player down. Referee says play on, and the ball goes out of play. The goal kick for Iraq. Lovely play by Hashim. He managed to go around 3 players, but what a chance for Erling Haaland. It was a back pass. Iqbal, it was aimed to Al-Amari, and Amari also missed the ball and left Haaland 1-on-1 with Jalal Hassan. And Haaland, this time round, was saved, or the Iraqi team was saved by the keeper who made that horrible mistake for Haaland's second goal. It was so close for a hat-trick. Now Oscar Bob. Norway do feel more comfortable at the moment. To be fair, we haven't seen anything from Iraq since that 3rd goal for Norway. Of course, it came from the substitute Ostergaard, Leo Ostergaard. The German player playing his 39th match. Only 1 goal. His first goal for Norway. Concentrate here in Norway, they will get the first 3 points. Long ball forward, aim for Haaland. Lovely play by Haaland between 3 players, but the pass in the end wasn't as great. Gave the ball away by Iraq, and Marco Farji just inside his own half, trying to go Ryerson. Defending here by the Borussia Dortmund defender, and it's going to be thrown for Iraq by Markadowski. Just halfway through inside his own half, the left back plays it quickly, managed to find Hashim again. Iqbal. Over 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time, and Norway leading by 3 goals to 1, and now Iraq coming forward by Zayd Tahsin. Just near the halfway line. Iqbal. To El-Amari, sending the ball to the left-hand side to Dosky once more. Passing the ball to Farji. Farji between 2 players, managed to pass the ball by Iqbal, but Iqbal gave the ball away. And now Norway on the floor, on the counter-attack by Haaland, and it was brought down. And it's going to be free kick and a yellow card for Iraq. It'll be on Zayd Tahsin, the number 4. Managed to escape Iqbal and Tahsin, but in the end Tahsin yellow cards. First yellow card of the
Mandi dulu,
match.
Mother.
86 minutes as well. So yeah, it's been a very clear game so far. Very clean.
Mandi dulu sana. Baru diikut.
Norway now coming forward, trying to find Oscar Bob inside the penalty area, but Jalal Hassan picked up the ball. But on the second time round, that could be a disaster here for Iraqi keeper. And now Alamari coming forward, managed to find Michael Farji, but he lost the ball. Good defending here by Norway, managed to find Haaland. Just up to a shield trip. The Benfica player, but that was good defending by the Nashville player, Ahmed Kassim. Clears the ball away. Again, Norway were on guard. Good defending. But few loose clearances here by Iraq, but in the end, Norway just need to stay calm in the remaining minutes. Iraq is 2-goal deficit at the moment. Ball goes to Ostergaard. The goalkeeper diving, keeps the ball away. Great clearance match by Patrick Berg. Ryerson, Norway with Oscar Bob managed to cross the halfway line. Support here from Patrick Berg, the Portuguese player. As we mentioned, Odegaard is substituted and now Erling Haaland is a captain. And the hero of 2 goals in the 29th and the 43rd minute. Norway. Of course, sandwiching the Iraqi goal in the 39th minute by Ayman Hussein. Scoring the third in the 77th minute. I'm fair to say that in all Norway since the third goal, even with the plenty of substitutions we had seen by the Graham Arnold, the Aussie man in charge of Iraq. Now there comes once more, Norway. Just playing the short passes at the moment, this time with Sanderberg, just inside the Iraqi half, inside the centre circle, managed to find Christopher Raya. Good night so far for Norway. Wasn't that bad for Iraq, to be fair, being the underdogs here tonight. They got a goal, they had a few good chances as well. It seems throughout the game they had speared, especially after the third goal by Ostergaard. Now they're coming forward here, a shield drop here for Norway, good defending here by Iraq. This time again by the Nashville player, the local boy, Ahmed Kassim. Long ball forward, but it's just been too much here in the end. Mimi clears the ball away. Number 10, Norway on the attack. Started by Thorsved. Thorsved passing the ball forward down the middle. Lovely play here by Berg, but headed away by Dassi. It's still up in the air at the moment. In the end, Berg trying to keep the ball away. There's a few challenges right, left and centre, but Haaland managed to keep the ball in. Sending as far as the halfway line, and now Ryerson with the ball. Mentioned, Iraq and Norway never played each other at the same level except for once back in 1989 in the under-19 level. That was tourist for the Lions of Mesopotamia over the Vikings, and now a low ball forward, needed found. Erling had it inside the penalty area, but it's great interception by Akam Hashem, the 27-year-old. I think it's fair to say that Akam Hashem been absolutely brilliant here tonight. He plays for Zara back home in Iraq. Norway once more with Christopher Raya, with Oscar Bob, halfway through inside the Iraqi half. About 30 seconds to go on the 90th minute. Norway still in good possession. Trying to kill time here, Norway. Now about 4-5 players from Iraq inside the Norwegian half, but can't see any kind of pressure at the moment on the back line of the Norwegian side. And that's lovely passes here for Norway, down the middle, trying to release here, Sheldrup from the left-hand side, lovely play here, the Benfica man trying to go around the defender, Sheldrup managed to do so, trying to go around him again, but that was good defending in the end, but he lost the ball, the Iraqi play here, but he needed Tassi, and it's shot by this time, but Thorsved from 8 yards now goes wide. Another big chance here for Norway, and Thorsved's second chance of the match. Beautiful play. Andrew Sheldrup, the loose ball did fall for Thorsten from 8 yards out. It was about inches away from Hassan's right hand post. Very lucky for Iraq. It wasn't on target. Played 40 seconds. It's going to be of stoppage time. It's going to be 6 minutes of it. So time is running out for Iraq. Now Hassan, no ball forward, as far as the halfway line, headed away by Norway. Good defending here. Now an Iraqi player got down injured with a collision between a Norwegian player. Referee says play on. It's the goal scorer Ayman Hussein, who's still down. The referee has stopped play in the end. He hasn't asked for the medic to start just yet. Now Hussein is being picked up by the referee and the right player with a collision sandwiched between the two players. It's Christopher Ryan and Sandberg. Now Ryerson has gone down. Now Ayman Hussein is up. And now the Norwegian right back, William Ryerson, gone down, but he's seems to be okay now, the 26-year-old Norwegian. Now we resume play. Like 2 hours and 6 minutes of stoppage time, and Norway leading Iraq by 3 goals to 1. Haaland still got a chance for a hat-trick here tonight. Great start. Big Norwegian here, Manchester City player. Leading glowing figures for Borussia Dortmund and Manchester City. That long ball for Norway, on the way to fire, Lekam Hashim. Hashim for Iraq, to Amari. Half through inside their own half. There's no urgency here with the Iraqi players at the moment. Seems they're surrendered for the defeat, but they're playing it as probably they've been told by Graham Arnold, who's a very well experienced manager from Australia. Plenty of experience with Australia previously. Iraq still with the ball. We played about 3 hours and 6 minutes. Goal here for Iraq. Last remaining minutes will put them above Senegal in goal difference. Likewise, having lost to France early on, same scoreline. Hashim managed to cross the halfway line here for Iraq. Hashim sending the ball to the left-hand side to American Doski. Doski to Hashim once more to El Amari. Being very patient in Iraq, and of course Norway just happy to watch them play. They're the ones who's going to be with the 3 points come the end of the match as it stands. And now the Norwegian players trying to pressurize that back line of Iraq, and like I said, it's quite surprising. There's no urgency here by the Iraqi players, but it's lovely ball forward, but managed to get a free kick here for Iraq. Challenge on Marco Fadici, the Venezia player. Free kick deep inside the right half, play quickly by Lamari, only a short pass, and now Iqbal. Man, managed to cross the halfway line, through down the middle. Now he's asking all his players to come forward. There's about 3 or 4 players on the edge of the penalty area. Doski, cross from the left-hand side. Brought back by Muhammad Ali, and then cleared away by Norway, and the free kick here against Mustafa Sadoun. The challenge on Andrew Schildrup. Free kick for Norway. Schildrup still down injured, the Benfica man.
Free kick for Norway.
Okay, now is a great header, cleared away by Andrew Schildrup, but it's the late challenge by Mustafa Sadoun. Free kick taken by Northern Ireland. We're inside the last minute of the 6 minutes of stoppage time. Long ball forward. Was aiming for Erling Haaland, and Mustafa Sadoun literally was just holding Erling Haaland. Ball goes out of play, and Haaland is happy about it. And neither will Graham Arnold with this player. They managed to get a free kick here in Norway. until the last 30 seconds of the 6 minutes. It's going to be free kick in a dangerous position now for Norway. It's going to be taken by Rice, halfway through, not on the left-hand side, about 4 or 5 yards away from the left-hand touchline. This could be another chance for Norway. A goal in the remaining seconds will put Norway above France. Played short by Rice gets a receiving ball. Plenty of players waiting for it. They're calling for it. Patrick Berg across the ball to the right-hand side of the area. Picked up by Christopher Raya. Trying to go around the defender. Managed across inside the goal box. Headed by Holland. Up in the air. And the ball goes into the back of the net. And the goal by Thornfred in the 6th minute. The substitute has put Norway forward up. It's Norway 4. Iraq 1.
Belakang
And
itu
this
mah.
time,
Belakang.
Christian Thorsved, 27-year-old with a goal. A lovely cross, a fall for Raya from the right-hand side. Chipped the ball to the edge of the 6-yard box, headed back by Erling Haaland inside the 6-yard box. And the ball headed in the end, above the keeper by Christian Thorsved. I can tell you that goal is being looked at, a possible handball in the build-up by Christopher Raya. VAR are checking this. That will go through the restart yet, and the Gambian referee is still waiting for it. In fact, he has given the all clear. And we're up and underway again. And the referee has stopped play. And indeed, it's the final whistle in this Group I match. And Norway are victorious by 4 goals to 1. And they lead the group above France, who beat Senegal early on by 3 goals to 1. But nevertheless, Iraq had made a good performance, but it wasn't good enough. With 2 goals from Erling Haaland in the 29th and the 43rd minute. Ostergaard scoring in the 77th. And then the substitute Christian Thorsved scoring the 4th goal for Norway in the 6th minute of stoppage time. Of course, the Iraqi goal has been scored by Ayman Hussein in the 39th minute. It's full time here in Boston. We finished Norway 4, Iraq 1.